Okay, so thank you, Shivani. Thank you for organizing this. Thank you, everyone, for coming over on a weekend, on a national holiday, and obviously on Master's birthday. So happy Founders Day to everyone. How are we doing? Now, the most important question: how many of you are not pranic healers? So that I know to which group I'm talking to today. So, how many of you haven't done any pranic healing classes, online or offline, like completely new into this field or this school? All have done pranic healing. So yeah, then my job is much easier now. You know who the guru is and the importance of faith. Tada, over. Okay, so today is such a special day that we are taking this session on Master's birthday, talking about him, talking about the importance of a guru and the role that faith plays in all of this. Right now, for me, I do not come from a background where our family has a guru culture. So for me, the concept of guru was quite new when I first experienced pranic healing. Anybody like that? The first guru has been into pranic healing, or did you have gurus even before that? Just for my awareness, like understanding the group better, so that we might share relevant teachings. Same, Devika. No background of guru. Like, how many of you have no background of guru before you came into pranic healing? Okay, are we here or just is your name here? No background. Same. I think that's for most of us, because there is generally in our culture the concept of guru, and that is why there are so many sayings, no, like if God comes first, and God comes and guru comes, whose feet do I touch first? And the answer is it does the feet of the guru, because the guru introduced us to God, right? So when we see quotes like that, it definitely shows that there's a culture of guru in the Indian system. But then, obviously, as things change, as the world is changing, uh, not every one of us has a guru, right? But then we understand the guru concept, luckily, because of our background in India. But what is the role of a guru? Who is a guru? Why do we need a guru? These questions will still be there. So even though, yes, we trust in Master Choa, we trust because of the teachings that he gave us, because of the effect we saw. But then when we say Master is a guru, what do we mean? Do we have clarity of idea about what a guru is supposed to do? Okay, so guru is made of two words, guru, and that is dispeller of darkness. Okay, dispeller of darkness. That is the definition of guru. Now, you may have heard some people tell their music teacher as guru, dance guru, right? Even they are teachers because they are teaching us a skill. They are teaching us how to, I don't know how, this is Saraswati Devi blessings, right? How you can play different instruments, how you can dance, maybe how you can sing, different things. But the true meaning of the word guru is somebody who provides spiritual teachings. Okay, does not mean from tomorrow we will say my dance guru is no longer a guru. You still call them a guru, not a problem there. But just to understand the true dispeller of darkness is supposed to be dispeller of our ignorance in the mind, the wrong ideas, the wrong understanding, the wrong belief system, the wrong attitude that we have, maybe towards ourselves, towards others, or towards life, and replacing these old beliefs, these old thinking patterns with something new, with new ideas, new perspective, new understanding, right expectations. So that change is brought about through knowledge, through information, right? So a guru is somebody who provides teachings. So does Grandmaster provide teachings? Yes. From the basic class onwards, he's talking about chakras. He's talking about how we can heal, the principles of law of karma, right? Then as we go on, he also talks about the different bodies that we have. Then the purpose of life, the destiny in the soul course that we learn. So at every stage, if you see, there are different teachings coming onto us, right? And if you have ever tried any of those teachings, you know it works. So it's not just any information, it is correct information, correct knowledge. And how do we know the correctness? When we see the results, when we see our change in thoughts leading to a change in, let's say, our relationships, in our finances. So, quick question that you ask yourself: how has the teachings of If the only guru that you know is Master Choa, then Master Choa. Or if you already had other gurus, for example, if you have done other spiritual schools or you had a family guru, you just think about with equal respect to all, right? No, none above, none below. With equal respect to every guru that you had, you ask yourself, how has this person's teachings transformed my life? And this we are doing more with the energy of introspection as well as with gratitude, with awareness and acknowledgement of how they have benefited us. But sometimes in the everyday stress of life, we forget the change that has happened. Because we once a new when the old changes happened, now we're looking for further changes. We're looking for further growth. And sometimes things don't go our way. And then we say, oh, nothing has happened. We have been practicing this, but nothing has changed. So in such moments, we need to little bit take a pause, go within again, and again ask ourselves, okay, what has really changed? Okay, we will come to the next part of this again, but for now, take a moment, pause, relax yourself, sit comfortably. You may close your eyes and just ask yourself, how was my life before I came in touch with my guru? Whoever your guru is, how was my life before? How was your emotional state? How was your thinking, your attitude towards life? How did you deal with challenges before you came into the touch of your guru? Just recall those days before the teachings were there. And now gently recall, how are you today? How much time do you spend feeling negative emotions? And how much time do you spend being aware and changing those into positive? How is your attitude towards life? Do you still carry those old beliefs, these old patterns? Do you still carry, let's say, superstitious beliefs? Or have you started questioning? Have you started looking for a solution instead of just finding the problem? How do you respond when there's a challenge in your life? Okay? And now answer. Has there been some light in your life? Has some old ideas, old patterns broken in your life? Is there a change? Yes, no? Okay. Only Vidya feels a change. What about others? Did you fall asleep on me while thinking about the change? More subdued. Subdued like in a good way, right? Like less drama. Yes, yes, okay. So that is mental health change too. So that is the less drama. That is the main role of a guru to provide us with teachings, and obviously we have to apply the teachings in our life to change the mindset that we have, to change the thought and emotions that we have. Rest follows, right action follows, right emotions, right response follows. But the first thing that has to change is the right outlook, the right perspective towards life. Yes, that is one. I started observing myself when slipping down. That's good. That's good. So that light, right? With the light, if there's a dark room with a torch beam, you can focus on certain things, right? So now when something is going wrong, as Devika was mentioning, when you feel low, like the light is there. That light is to focus on yourself. Okay, what is going wrong? What can I do better? So this light is comes from the blessing of the teacher. So A, knowledge. B is energy. The guru provides energy, not just knowledge, but also energy. Now, a guru who provides both is supposed to be rare. Okay. There are some gurus who just bless. Have you not seen? Some people just go, Guruji, ye blessing chahiye. This problem has happened. They say, okay, okay. Blessings be to you, be to your family. Have you seen such gurus also? Neem Karoli Baba, they bless, right? So there are a lot of gurus, they actually do blessing. When people go to them, they are healing, they are blessing, they say tathastu. So even that is true. So there are some gurus who just bless, there are some gurus who just teach, and it's supposed to be rare to have a guru who does both, teaching as well as providing energy. Okay. So what do you mean by energy? So like as somebody mentioned, when they feel low, they have the awareness to focus on themselves. That is you doing the focus part. But have you also seen when you're feeling low? And if you use the techniques, for example, if you sit down to meditate, do you feel you are feeling the strength again? Or when you simply pray, when you pray to God for help, do you feel there is more solution coming to your mind, guidance coming to your mind, or just feeling peace if you're using the techniques, right? So it's not just information, it's the energy of the techniques that we also get through the pranic healing school, right? Thank you. So that is one of the reasons we need to be also super, super grateful because that we have. There are so many people who are waiting to get dependent, right? You tell me what to do, or you do it for me, right? But having the teachings empowers us to do it for ourselves without waiting. Okay, maybe the person is free, then they will do for me, right? You can do it for yourself. So that empowerment is for me one of the priceless gift. Because earlier, if I think of my journey before pranic healing, when a problem comes, it freezes, right? What do I do? How can I? We feel helpless. We feel despair. We feel, okay, who will come and help me? But now you have the tools, you have the techniques. What do you have to do? Get up, use. The main obstacle is our own laziness. Okay, we have to get up, we have to do some healing, or maybe do our meditation. That's first obstacle. The second obstacle is any guesses? I'll give you a hint. Shivani has sort of given that hint already to you. No guesses? The topic name. Devika, the question is the first obstacle in using the techniques is laziness. Because when we feel lazy, we don't feel like getting up and doing the hard work ourselves. And what's the second obstacle? Faith. Yes, Devika did 2 plus 2 very fast now. So the second obstacle is faith. And because we lack faith, we lack patience. For example, if I did a blessing today, if I did a healing today, if I did a meditation today, we want things to get better tomorrow, right? And a lot of people come, but I did healing, nothing happened. How many times did you heal? Yesterday night. Wait, give it time, repeat the process, right? We are not the great gurus who will say tathastu once and the things get done. We have to do it repeatedly to match that one tathastu, right? Because those are already gurus who are saying it one and it happens. But for us, repeat it. So what do you mean by faith? So here what I understand when I talk to people, even in my own journey, we have again a wrong idea about faith. Faith does not mean best will happen. I repeat, faith does not mean best will happen. Faith means whatever is happening, that is the best. Okay, I'll repeat. Faith does not mean what is best will happen. Because if we have this outlook, when things don't go in the way we want, we think, Arey, what's the point? It did not happen the way I wanted. Right? Or what happened? I did some healing, but yet I fell sick. Or I am donating regularly, see, yet I have financial challenges. So because we think best will happen, and that is faith, so it's very easy for the faith to shake when the best doesn't happen. But that is not faith. Faith means what is happening is best for me. So, in spite of healing, if I fall sick, the faith will tell you if I had not healed, it would have been worse. Because I had healed, itna mein ho gaya. But when we have wrong idea about faith, we will start questioning what's the point of healing? I'm still sick after healing, right? So faith does not mean only best will happen. Faith means whatever is happening is the best for me now. Okay? Faith also means trusting the great ones. So trusting their timing, trusting their decisions, right? So if you had decided like this one girl I know, she wanted to marry this her boyfriend, and she was like, no, this is only what I want to marry, and she was adamant on it. And unfortunately, because of some reasons, she got married to somebody else. And her entire thing was, what's the point of? And she was very religious. She would do a lot of puja, a lot of bhakti. She had. What's the point of doing everything if things are not going my way? This was the best person for me, but I'm being forced to marry this guy. Uh, Cut short, few years later, she is so grateful she did not marry her ex. She's so grateful. In that moment, it was like, okay, this is the best for me. But she actually got to marry somebody much more mature, much more understanding, much more loving. Right? So you also have faith in their decision. Does not mean you don't ask for what you want. You ask, but then you allow the rest to be in the great one's hand. Okay? So we need to adjust our idea of faith a little bit. Okay? Faith also means trusting yourself, especially because none of you are non-pranic killers as per what I asked. So if you, like again, when a healing case comes to one of you, have you not sometimes seen, "Arey, I cannot handle this case. Let me send it to my mentor, my trainer, my other healer friend, because I cannot handle." So there was a phase I also went through it. I was handling a project and I was finding it a bit difficult. So I was thinking maybe I'm not good enough to handle it. Maybe I'm not the right person to handle it. It should go to somebody else. And I was talking about these feelings of mine with a co-trainer, with a colleague of mine. And he was like, you really have no trust in the great ones, right? Hamne, no, I trust the great ones. La, no. I'm like, why are you saying so? I trust them. Like, if you trusted them, you would trust their decision of choosing you for this project. Okay, that's a new insight. And similarly, if you have been given a challenge in your life, if you have been given an opportunity that you think you're not capable of, if you have been given a healing case that you think is too tough for you remind yourself, I will trust the great ones. They have chosen me. If they have trust on me, let me trust their trust. Too many trust words, right? So faith is also in a journey of life. So again, close your eyes. Think of a challenging situation you have right now. Any challenging situation, you can choose whichever one. Now ask yourself, do I find myself capable enough to handle this? Or do I feel overwhelmed by this challenge? No excuses, no defending, no denial. Just be honest to yourself. When you think of this challenge, do you think, yes, I'm capable to handle it? Or do you think it is too big for me? Are you feeling overwhelmed? So you can type C if you feel capable, or you can type O if you feel overwhelmed in the chat room. Overwhelmed. Thank you, Valka, for being honest. Capable. Yay. Good for you. Capable. Is this after the faith talk or is it in general? Overwhelmed. Mixed. Yeah, even that is true. It can also be mixed. Vidya Sharmila. Okay. Overwhelmed, capable. Either way, it is good. There's no right and wrong answer. Either way, that's how you feel, and either way is okay. It's okay to allow yourself to feel overwhelmed, and it's also okay to accept I'm capable. When you say I'm capable, don't think, oh, this is pride. No, this is healthy self esteem. You know yourself. If you're feeling overwhelmed, even that is healthy self-esteem to know your limits, to know what you can or you cannot handle. Either is okay. There's no right and wrong answer. Now, let's do a quick practice. You observed, right, what you felt about it. Now, let's do a quick practice. To the great ones, to our teacher, to the Supreme Being, thank you for this situation in my life. Whatever this challenge you thought about, just mentally say, thank you for this challenge, for this situation in my life. I'm grateful for the knowledge I have received. I'm grateful for the teachings and techniques I have received. And thank you for giving me the opportunity to apply these teachings to overcome this challenge. I humbly pray for divine guidance. I humbly pray for divine solution. And I pray for the inner strength to implement those solutions. Thank you for your faith in me. And thank you for the opportunity to learn and grow. In full faith, we thank you. Now again, think about the same challenge. Now again, think about the same challenge. This time, how are you feeling? Observe. Are you still feeling overwhelmed? Are you feeling capable? Or are you feeling stronger? So O, C, or S, which one is it? More inner strength. Stronger, stronger, stronger. Yay! Did some of you also feel like a solution coming to your mind? Not 100% solution, even if, but some idea, okay, this can be done, this technique can be applied. Like, did you have some more clarity than before? Or at least, did you have a change of perspective? Like, suddenly the challenge is not looking like a problem, but like something which is part and parcel of life, like some shift in perspective. This is the effect. This is the effect of a connection to the teacher. You feel strength. You also feel light. Remember, Guru is dispeller of darkness, so you also feel light. And light brings information. Light brings knowledge. It's like in a dark room, when you have light, you can see things clearly. So light gives you that. And the energy gives you the strength to deal with it. So don't be alone in life. Your family may or may not support you. Your friends may or may not stand up for you. Your office colleagues may or may not be your support system. They may all have their seasons, but this is permanent, right? So don't be a lone ranger. This is what Master always says. Don't fight battle alone. You can always take help. So we should know when to take help. Be humble to take help. Don't say, no, I'll fight alone. Right? Even I have done that mistake. No, Master has given everything. Now I'll not disturb him. I will do it on my own. No, please ask for help. Take help, ask for guidance. You can say, okay, thank you for your faith in me. Now, please tell me what to do to come out of this. All that is completely okay, right? But only asking is not enough. Only asking is not enough. We must be willing to receive. Okay? Now, to receive, we also need faith. Okay? What do I mean by that? So, if you have prayed, like we just prayed right now, but if you keep thinking, oh, the prayer doesn't help, nothing happens, what will happen with the prayer? Right? So, if you keep doubting it, that is lack of faith. Right? When you keep doubting it, the work won't happen. For example, if you give your staff a job to do, and you keep doubting, oh, this staff won't be able to do it. The person is not even capable of doing it. देखना वो खराब ही काम करेगा. If you keep doubting that way, do you think the staff will do a good job? Right? Even if the staff is capable, they will not do a good job. Have you also not noticed sometimes when you tell somebody to do something, they don't do it well, but other person tells the same staff to do something, that job gets done well, like the same person? It's because of doubt we give behind our words. So when we are praying, and if we keep doubting the prayer itself, the prayer won't be powerful. So faith is also the solution to it. When you pray, remember in the end I said thank you in full faith. So this is like some extra layers that we are adding to make our prayers more powerful. Right? So whenever you pray, you can start or end with a thank you. So thank you is like helping your brain believe that it's going to happen. So faith increases your ability to absorb the blessings or receive the blessings. Okay, so we also need faith when we pray. Okay. Now another thing is faith is like an antenna. So if you have faith, even if you're not consciously praying in that moment, the faith itself attracts the blessings for you. Okay. So definitely pray when life is good, but pray more when you need help. And because when we need help, we tend to forget. Do come in sessions like this. If there's a family member, like Shivani was saying, who is struggling, sometimes what happens is families, we may have the best of intention, but family sometimes doesn't want to listen to us, right? Then when a third person tells them, it's easier for them to listen, right? So definitely help people who are struggling with faith in their life, maybe because they're going through a bad time, or maybe because in the past things have not gone their way. You definitely get them into sessions like this. Why? As you help others find faith, what will happen to you? Somehow or the other, you will have faith in your lowest moments, right? As you give to others, you will receive. So help others. When you are in a good situation, when life is easy for you, be instrumental to help others. Remember Twin Hearts, where there is despair, let there be faith. You don't just bless earth, you become that in your day-to-day life. So, how doctors say, oh, don't worry, it will be fine. Even though sometimes they might themselves be doubting, but at least they're giving faith and hope to a person, right? And sometimes that one, flicker of hope also gives somebody a strength to fight for it. So be instrumental of giving faith to people. So you can also observe in your day-to-day interactions with your family, with your friends, are you giving them faith? Again, to whom can be changeable. It can be faith in themselves, faith in their own destiny, faith in their own life, faith in God, wherever. But are you instrumental to provide them faith? Or are you also de-inspiring them? Yeah, I agree, life is so tough. No matter what you do, nothing happens. What are your words? What are you spreading around you? You have to be mindful. Obviously, you can't just lecture. Sometimes you have to say, yeah, I agree, life is tough. But you know what? I also think life has a way of making things work. So even if you agree at first, but you again turn it into something positive by the time you end your sentence, it is in a way transforming their helplessness or hopelessness into something positive. Yes. So because it's Master's birthday month and because we understand the effect of energy, I would like you to practice this consciously at least till tomorrow night. Monday morning, you go back to your office, life happens. If you can do till the end of the month, amazing. But can we be more mindful at least till tomorrow night, this weekend, because you might be meeting people, going out with your friends? Are my words creating faith in mind of others or creating doubt in minds of others? Even if it is towards themselves, even it is for their own capability. Are you giving them faith in themselves? Or are you making them feel more of self-doubt? Can we try this? Are you in? And you observe. You observe also, because you choose to be instrument of faith. You observe how your week is, even if you do it till tomorrow night. You observe how your Monday to Friday is. There will be a shift, there will be a change, right? There is tremendous power in faith. They say, no, faith can move mountains. Have you heard this story, right? We have seen it so many times. There are always images of Lord Hanuman carrying the mountain. So there's a nice quote by Grandmaster where he says, faith the size of a mustard seed can move mountains. Now, if you look, the comparison objects have been chosen with care. It's not just a random word. Mustard seed, Raika Dana, right, is the smallest grain possible. And then mountains are like huge, kilometers. So it is actually in that comparison. The words have been chosen with care. You need the smallest of faith to remove mountains of challenges. Or in some cases, even if you can't remove them, like Shivani very nicely has it in the background, they'll be part of your background. They will not be the one in front of you blocking you. They will be okay, it's there in your life, but not affecting you anymore. This adding beauty maybe in your life. That's it. Right? It's actually it's actually like mountain. Huh? Somebody said like overwhelming and challenges. It's like those mountain-like challenges can also be removed or stop affecting you if we have the smallest of faith. Right? So another thing that I do is when things I feel are not in my hand anymore, I just say, okay, whatever you want, may that happen. I'm open to it. And it's another prayer I do sometimes is maybe, sometimes we have our own ideas about how things should be. So sometimes I say, okay, this was my plan, but let what your plan for me is, I let it happen. And I open up myself, like a potter. आपका एक जो कुमार होता है वो आपका पॉट को शेप देता है, राइट? सो आई जस्ट से ओके, आई ओपन अप माई सेल्फ लाइक अ क्ले pot to be molded, shaped, and used by you to help solve this problem. So when you say shape and molded, you're allowing God to the blessings of the great ones to heal you, to nurture you, to give you the qualities you might need to go through that particular challenge. Yes, if this resonates with you, you can give it a try. This has been my go-to technique since years, and for me, this helps. As Shivani said, "Let thy will be done, and not mine be let thy will, not mine, be done." Yes, or you can also say, "Let my will be aligned to yours." So I'll also choose what you have chosen for, right? So there we need faith, because there a lot of people say, "Hey, but what I am planning is better." How do you know? How do you know? Right? So there you need faith again. That, okay, whatever the plan there is will be better for me. Remember what is best for me. Okay? I'll give you some moments to throw your questions at me and then we will take it forward. So if you have questions, Guru, on faith, about this topic or about what I said, please go ahead. No questions? Or you might be typing. I'll give you time to type if there's a question. Okay. So I'm assuming no questions now. So what else about the Guru? Um, who is a guru also in the path? So Master says like a guru is somebody who's like us, like an elder brother who has gone through life for more years than us. And that is why they know how life can be. So as an example that is used is suppose you were left outside the Amazon jungle and you were told, okay, you have to go across this jungle. Can you go across the jungle on your own? Is it possible? अगर आपको जंगल के बाहर छोड़ दिया जाए ये बोल के कि आपको जंगल पार करना है, क्या आप पार कर लेंगे? इज इट पॉसिबल? Devika says no. Sujata says no. Okay, I'll rephrase. You may not be in the best of condition. हार के ही सही, थक के ही सही, खो कर ही सही, but कभी ना कभी तो पार कर लेंगे ना. Yes, Rajgopal, as you said, you can try definitely, right? You may get lost in the way. Maybe what could have taken you 2 days will take you now 2 weeks, but you can definitely cross the jungle someday, right? That is life on your own. That is life on your own. Like, for example, when you came into pranic healing, you learned about being a good person, you learned about forgiveness, you learned about certain laws. Even if you say life, even if you look at life before pranic healing, you were still trying to forgive, right? You still wanted to do what is right. What changed was now you have techniques. Now you know why you have to forgive. Now you know why we need to become a good person. You know how to become a good person. So, what has changed with the knowledge is the speed of it. So, with the Guru, you can now cross the jungle faster. Why? Because Guru is like telling you, okay, this is danger, we go here. Okay, there is water, refresh, rest, and then we take a journey there. So, the Guru is like a guide telling you where to go. And that makes a journey easier, safer, faster. That is the difference in life also. Without a guru, we can still go through life, but more suffering, more delay in doing what is right. Maybe we get lost sometimes in life. We feel, okay, what are we doing? But with a guru, things are faster, things are safer, right? And there's more clarity in where we are headed. So that is one difference the guru does. And what we have heard is like with especially Arhatic yoga. So if you have not done Arhatic yoga, please find out where it is in your city. Sign up for it. With Arhatic yoga, it's like going up a mountain, but with a jetpack. Otherwise, it's like walking across round and round the mountain to reach the top. So sometimes I actually feel people who are not into any spiritual school, I sometimes wonder how do they solve challenges of life? I mean, they don't even have teachings to guide them, they don't have techniques to guide them. And then I see my friends, I'm like, okay, in 5 years, I have solved 5 challenges, and in 5 years, they're in the same challenge. Life gets very slow. And you know what? What happens sometimes? You may also have gone through it. So your non-pranic healing friends will tell you, how many problems you have in life. You are in spiritual school and yet you have problems because they are thinking they don't have problem. But if you actually look, they are in the same problem since last 5 years. But you are in new problem every time. So it's like a new class. You are growing class after class. So, but if you don't have this understanding, even you will start doubting. कि हाँ, their life seems easy, my life is tougher. But ma'am, we are in, maybe you are doing class 12 boards or PhD. Maybe they are just doing another class which looks easy. But, before we get big-headed, if you ask a class 4 student, will they tell you class 4 is easy? Or does a class 4 student finds class 4 tough? For that age of student, even class 4 is tough. You may find it easy now. But when we were in class 4, it was tough for us. When we were in class 7 was tough for us. So we get what we can handle. So there's no comparison, right? Every one of us, we will get what we can handle. So they are getting what they can handle, we are getting what we can handle. There's no comparison. No one is above, no one is below. Okay. Now the question, despite everything, when things are chaotic, how to accept with faith? What do you think? When everything's chaotic, don't be in a rush to accept. First, take a break. Most of us, when things start go haywire, we rush into help. You have to take a pause. You have to take a pause. Because if you don't take a pause, you might create more problem than solve it. Because you're not thinking clearly, because you're not in the right state of mind, right? You don't you see some people, when something happens, they panic even more. They're not in a state of mind to solve it. They're the one panicking it. Who is the one who is solving it? The one who is calmer, who is more stable, right? So if you think things are going very wrong and not able to handle it, take a break. Go out with your friends. Switch off your phone. Be on, what do you call this nowadays? Social media detox, mobile phone detox, right? You get all this trendy stuff. You go on a nature therapy, you go to ashram if you're a Radhi yogi, go wherever, go on a vacation. Take a break. and don't think about the problem. If it is not something which requires urgent thing, don't think about it, right? Allow yourself to breathe first. The challenge is already like a toll on your mental emotional self, no? For example, if I hold this bottle and I keep it down, will my hand hurt? But if I hold the bottle and I keep holding it for 5 hours, will my hand hurt? Right? So it's not the challenge itself, it's how much challenge has consumed me that is hurting me. So the break is like putting the bottle down. Give your hands a rest. Give your mind a rest. Right? And then you try to find peace. And that is why we all need to have a hobby. Watch movie, listen to songs, play a song, read a book, have a hobby, do something that you enjoy. That opens up your heart. Again, because I'm assuming everybody here is a pranic healer, only when the heart opens up, the crown opens up. You cannot force faith without having peace. I repeat, you cannot force faith without having peace. So allow the heart to open up first, right? So you may do your Om Shanti blessings, you may do your twin hearts, or practically meet friends, vent out, go to a movie, do something you enjoy. And then you try to say, okay, it's happening for a reason. You do not know the reason, doesn't matter. It's happening for a reason. Then try gratitude. At least नेगेटिव कर्मा खत्म हो रहा है ना. आज भुगत के खत्म, कल तो अच्छा होगा. Right? Or you can have, even if this is wrong, what all good things I have in my life. Bring some gratitude. And you will notice as you make this shift of peace, gratitude, and faith, somehow solutions will start coming into you. You may not know it consciously all the time. That is possible. But somehow things start falling into place. Somehow you'll end up meeting the right people. Somehow you'll end up talking to the right, you'll end up talking about something which gives you a solution. Somehow you may end up classes like this. Like just before this session started, the reason I got late was I had another meeting happening. Plus, my laptop was not working. So that meeting that was happening was this person randomly came. He was not supposed to come today, but his friend was coming. He said, just come along. I'm going alone. I want a company. He came along. And he said, I found one of my answers here. I found a solution here. You never know. Today was his working day. Like, okay, working day, 15th August, national holiday. Like, yeah, corporate life. But then things will happen because we are in that state. Okay, so when things are chaotic, don't rush into it. Step back, relax, breathe in, pause, then you enter it. Then you're in a better solution, a better situation to handle it. Yes? So faith, now some of you might be devotional. So if you're devotional, just pray, okay, God is doing it for a reason. God has given me so much. If God is giving me this, it's for a reason again. God will guide me, help me. Use your devotional strength. If you are more of analytical, you ask, okay, if something is happening, something may have caused it. As simple as that. Without a reason, without something creating the, what do you call that? Domino effect, right? This won't be happening. So what is it happening for? So use your analysis to analyze, break it down, and then come from a place of there might be a solution. There is no lock without a key. So even that attitude is faith. That if there's a problem, definitely there will be a solution also. We feel helpless when we think there is no solution. That attitude has to change. If there is a lock, there is a key. And let that be your faith of solving it. So you find out what kind of person you are, more analytical or more devotional, emotional, and you do accordingly. Yes? Now, if you think, I am trying to have faith, but my family not. They are not the ones sitting here. They're not the ones who have done the classes. You have the knowledge, you have the energy, you have the techniques. You get up and do it. You can't be the lecturer there. No, no, have faith, everything will happen. You show faith in your words and actions. They will catch it up. Be contagious with your faith. Have so strong faith that everybody around you will feel strength and faith in them automatically. You can't force all these things onto somebody. You have to show it in yourself, in your own life. Right? And if you want them, then you have to remember it has to come. Remember, you did not change overnight. Now you changed when you went through the process of healings in the classes, when you went through the science that we learned in the class, the meditation that we practiced. So you changed because of the process of it. They have not gone through it. So don't have the same expectations from them. If you want that kind of change, they have to also take up the journey. But till then, you just be the strength for yourself and you will have an effect on your family with your own presence. Have you not seen children? No, when they are scared, they look at the parents, and the parents are smiling. They also smile. They just pick it up. What to how to react. So you be the example of how to react when challenge comes. Yes. If there's a question, I'll take it up, and then we will go into a short healing to help overcome our doubt and to have more faith in our life. Okay. So shall we go into healing then? Please be comfortable. You may sit comfortably, relax yourself to whichever form of God you believe in and to whichever Guru you believe in. God, Guruji, and all the great ones. Thank you for your priceless blessings. Thank you for helping us overcome our doubt, despair, helplessness. Thank you for helping us be healed of depression, of loneliness, feeling lost, not being able to solve our challenges, feeling overwhelmed and frustrated. Thank you for healing each one of us of all this negativity, these negative thoughts and patterns in our life. Thank you for blessing us with divine light, with clarity and understanding, with divine help and solutions. Thank you for blessing us with unshakable divine faith and divine hope, especially in the darkest of times. May divine light find us in the darkest of moments, in the darkest of times, and I allow myself to open all my inner doors and windows. Mentally repeat with me. I open all my inner doors and windows, and I allow the divine light to shine through me. Visualize the great sun shining upon you. The sun rays is going into your entire energy and body. And now you are the mini sun, radiating this faith and hope to your loved ones, to your family. Let thy will be done. I allow the great ones to guide our thoughts, words, and actions, especially in the face of challenges. With deep gratitude, we thank you in full faith. Inhale, exhale slowly. And gently, with a smile, open your eyes. How do you feel? Hey, thank you also. There's a group energy that always helps bring down these energies. So I hope you found some answers, and more importantly, you found faith. Please share it with others. Please share the faith with others. And thank you for joining. Shivani, I'd like to hand it over to you. You may, if you have announcements, you can go ahead. Thank you so much for your feedbacks.
Thank you so much. It was so inspiring and it connected us so well with the teacher, Ankita. And I know you have a knack of doing these things in a very beautiful way where we can connect with the Guru. And in this in the spirit of celebrating the teacher, his teachings, we're having Achieving Oneness with the Higher Soul workshop this month on 22nd and the 23rd of August with Ankita.
29th,
Sorry,
30th August.
29th and 30th of August.
Yes.
And sorry, apologies. 29th and 30th of August with Ankita. And we would request you, why not we become a part of this movement of supporting each other in the Guru's work, inspiring more souls. Imagine how many people feel in the darkness and they feel heavy in their difficult times. And something like Achieving Oneness with the Higher Soul workshop is there for them, where it just brings so much light. Right? Remember, Master Shua said we should be generous in sharing the teachings if we want light. And the easiest way is just invite your friends and family, share it, throw the information around for your friends to pick it up, inspire them. So please we would love for you to have your friends and family over, and if you would like, please share it with your group members, with your family members, so that we become a part of this movement of goodness and somewhere finding a solution for things where it is difficult to deal with. Life does get tough for everybody. And like Ankita said, that others are struggling with it for years, wherein we are struggling with new issues. And the thing is, we keep conquering chapters. That's why we are going from one chapter after the other chapter, which implies we are upgrading, which is a wonderful gift to have. So, as a gift to Grandmaster, even like we're some 42 now, if 42 of us bring one person, imagine we change and transform 42 lives. So we all have this opportunity,
And
right?
families, 42 lives plus family.
42 lives, yeah, 42 families, yes, not just 42, because Master Cho says we just need like one pranic healer in the family can spread so much light. So if we have more, and having said that, I was that one pranic healer in my family, then my father was that. But when our family members joined, it feels complete. There is a different kind of healing that happened with and for me once my family members joined. I don't know how to explain it and put it in words, but it feels complete when we are there. When my mother did our hatik, if she did it recently, it feels so complete. It feels so like, okay, now we are just under the same umbrella. So I don't know about everybody, but for me, this was one of the most exhilarating, more healing experience. And I didn't even really think about it like that. I never forced my parents. They just did their own thing. I remember from previous talk by Ankita. Ankita said, see, I came because somebody kept pushing me, and from that I realized maybe I should also start doing it, but I never did. But the I only delayed my sense of this healing, which I can't put in words, as a family. So yes, more of us should be under this beautiful umbrella we know as Grandmaster Choa Kok Sui. There is no more loving teacher that I have come across. And I had a guru beforehand, and they were very loving too. But this one answered the questions. So made us equipped to answer the questions. So yes, so that's my message on the Guru Day, Guru's birthday, or the Founder's Day, as we call it. And we can have a freedom, you know, from our own negativity. So today is our Independence Day also. And you can give people inner freedom, spiritual choice of spiritual freedom, freedom of thought with the teachings of Grandmaster. So I'll leave you with that thought. I will share the link with you all who all want to join, who all want to spread the word. And if you want the poster and the link, please feel free to message me. This is my number. And yeah, help people join. Such a wonderful instructor, such a wonderful instrument as well. So yes, together we can create ripples of change. So thank you, Ankita, once again for this powerful session, wonderful healing session, and the surprise healing gift that we all received. And yeah, thank you for inspiring us once again. And we'll have more sessions with Ankita for you all to invite your friends and family, to introduce them to pranic healing, for them to learn pranic healing. And now it's so easy for all of us because of the online session. Yeah, so 29th and 30th. So with on that note, thank you so much. Atma, namaste. Thank you, Ankita.
Thank you, Shivani. Thank you, everyone. Enjoy the weekend.